Called it. Woo! Got that. Let's go. Alright, what is up everyone? I hope you're having a great day so far. Last year, I recorded myself on the 18th of November 2019, stating where I wanted to be in a year from now. I've not watched the video, I've not touched the video since, and I've just left it. And today, I'm going to be recording myself reacting to it. This is the first time me ever seeing it. I've not seen it at all. I've not looked at it. And I want to see how different my mindset is now compared to what it was a year ago, and visually show you how much can change in a year from everything that goes on. Now, I know this is a little bit different setup to what I'm doing, and from when I've asked people if they wanted to see this video, a lot of them did. So I guess if you are seeing this video, I decided to upload it. Since I'm making this video and it's something that I've actually really wanted to do, tomorrow I think I'm going to be shooting 4 new videos for myself. One for a year, 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Now, that's a long way away when it comes to 10 years and me trying to work out where I want to be within that time frame. However, over the last 2 months, I've been working heavily on myself, and I can already see there's been a massive change in my mindset, even if I don't know what goes on this video just yet. I want this to also show you that change is inevitable within you. You know, it doesn't stay still, and you are always moving in a new direction with every single day that passes, and how grateful we truly have to be to still be on this planet even to this day. It's been a year since I made that video and it feels like just yesterday. Even though I have not really a clue what was on it, I'm excited to get into it. So I guess let's just see what this holds. Wow, I look I look very young, holy crap. And I was not good with my lighting. Wow.
Right, actually I wanted to make this video. Probably wanted to do it for a while now, but I've not really got the chance to do it.
Facial expressions.
Now is probably a good time for it.
If you notice as well, at this point, I was quite quiet when I was talking. I was sort of, I don't know how to describe it, but I wasn't very confident in the way I spoke. I was worried that other people would hear me. I was worried about what other people were thinking in the house when I was creating content. I've definitely become a lot more confident over this year in that regards already, and I can see that.
Where I've actually been able to take my career within the year of doing this full time. So I'm actually coming up to releasing some projects. My website is coming out. The YouTube channel is going to start.
Let's go.
I've got my own business working as a consultant for Arbonne. Like one of the first
I'm not doing that anymore.
streamers.
Well, that didn't happen. So a breakdown of those. I did release my website, thestreamerhub.com. It's still up to this day. We're getting around 1,000 people a month visiting that right now. And that is increasing as well. It fluctuates at some points. I've never paid for Google ads or anything on that. And to be honest with you, I haven't pushed very much for it in the last coming months, purely because I've moved away from that sort of area. However, it's still a very valuable thing that I created and was one of the biggest lessons. It took me 11 months to create. I created it all by myself. Now I've had the help of some other people, but the original website was all done by me. I had the help from Dr. Claw, who helped me with the wireframe of the website. I had Bravity help me with the shop that came out afterwards. And I've had a little bit of help here and there from my cousins to help get the website, up and running and ready to go. But for the most part, that was the biggest project I'd ever worked on. And to this day is still one of the highlights of my whole journey so far of doing so. The YouTube channel, again, we just started the YouTube channel at that time. And I'll show you on the screen some of the videos that I was doing. They were heavily related to Twitch streaming, if I'm not mistaken. And those videos are actually the ones that have probably done the best on my channel so far. And although they have done great, and I probably should be sort of not repurposing, but recreating the videos that do the best, I really enjoy creating the videos I do now, and a lot more so than I did back then. So I guess there's a change. And Arbonne was something that I did get involved in. It's a company that promotes, safety within the foods, the products that they do. As a company as a whole, I think they're fantastic. I really, really do. They've got a lot of good products and they've got a lot of good things that they can do. For me, just wasn't my sort of thing in that sort of business. Isn't the sort of route that I wanted to go into. So after a few months, I just decided it wasn't for me anymore, and I moved on with that.
And watch this back when hopefully I'm still doing this full time and getting a lot more opportunities and a lot more things that can really go my way. So one of the things I want the website to do well. I took a lot of time working hard on that. I done a lot of research. I think it can truly help a lot of people out, not just in basic streaming terms, but like advanced and really, really help people. Not only help people, but help me expand my audience, expand my horizons, and kind of boost me towards being someone who can maintain streaming full time.
So to just get a sort of overview on that and give you a reality check, the website, when I first released it, first day, done great. Got a good couple hundred people who viewed the website. After that, it tanked. It tanked heavy, and that destroyed me. My mental health wasn't in a good state after that because I'd worked 11 months on a project that tanked. Not many opportunities came from it. Not many people seen it. However, I continued to work on the website for 6 months after that, releasing new pages most days, updating it, making sure the information was valid, making sure I was learning from other people. Granted, not as much as I'm learning now in a more focused term, but I was learning a lot to try and push that to the next level without any income put into it. You know, it was only me buying the website that I actually paid for to do so, the privacy policy and all that sort of stuff. Everything else was merely just off of my knowledge and learning from other people. So for that time, I was very distraught that I put so much effort into a website to help people, to not only help people, but to give myself maybe a wider range of opportunities. And I think that was one of the best lessons that I ever had within my content creation career so far, is that not everything is going to do well, and the biggest failures are the best lessons. I learned so much about myself and what I wanted to do and why I was doing it, you know, my intentions of doing so. And I learned a lot from that. That was not a great time in the reality of it within that situation, but now obviously it's past and it is getting more traction than it was prior. I can safely say that I learned massive lessons in regards to patience, consistency, and an understanding that the failures are really what lead us to where we are wanting to go now. And by the way, I'm not taking away from anyone who's commented incredibly kind words when it comes to the website, because I have had lovely messages saying how good the website is, how much it's helped. And I've had people who run Patrons and mentoring things when it comes to streaming and social media say that they've used the Streamer Hub as a sort of external guide for people when they need a few answers here and there. Now, granted, I know I'm not this massive creator who has 10 million followers and £9 million in my bank account. I get that. But I'm on this journey to show you me growing and developing this business. And I'm going to show you the failures, and I'm going to show you the things that I messed up on. I'm not trying to sell you this thing that I can teach you how to be extremely famous. I am going to become successful through this, and I'm going to share that journey with you and hopefully give some guidance and steps that you can take that I wish I knew before I'd done them.
Videos and really improve my craft to make sort of mini movies, short films on YouTube.
I've sort of done that, I guess.
Shooting them quite soon once Craig's home.
That was the
from Belfast, and we can hopefully shoot some things that will be good and will make us stand out and be unique.
I think it did, especially in the streamer industry.
I've started actually getting up really, really early and doing some work in the morning now. I'm not being as productive as I want to be just yet, but I think that's just an adjustment to make my sleep schedule a little bit different.
It's good to see that I was trying to get good habits at that point, and still to this day I'm still trying to build good habits, and the sleep is the hardest one I've ever had to do. I'm terrible at waking up early, and I really want to wake up early, as I feel like I've wasted the day when I don't, because I like to go to bed early so I can get up early, and then when I don't get up early, when I go to bed early, it's a whole thing. That's the worst habit that I've ever had to try to build, and I'm building it right now, and I actually have a video coming out about how I've done this, so stay tuned for that, because at this time I tried to build a lot of habits again and again and failed again and again, and I've tried again and again, and I finally think I've cracked the code of habits, and that is thanks to Atomic Habits by James Clear, and also all the other research that I've been doing when it comes to studies and all that sort of stuff. So good on me. He was trying, and look where we've got now.
I want to have a podcast out.
Got that, let's go.
Because I've got the shirt.
6,500 downloads, and season 2 is going to be coming in the near future. We're just working on some things at the moment in the background, but let's fucking go, Andy. Let's go.
So
You
I
taking
just got
yourself outside
that.
your comfort zone.
I just need to wait and they go XLR Mini when that
Kane,
comes out, and then we can get
right
that
here.
sorted.
Oh, look at that B-roll shot.
I'm always kind of told or tried to be a few steps ahead. So
nice.
Some of the things like I kind of want to release and want to start doing is obviously working on that course with Stallion. Hopefully he wants to do it with me.
Oh, I never even pitched that to him.
Content.
I never even pitched that to Marco. I forgot about that. So this was a time last year. When would that have been? This was a time when I was in Hype Unit at the time. I wasn't leading at the time. I wasn't the stream lead at the time. However, I heavily still do look up to Marco and still look up to him at this day. But I wanted to pitch him an offer where we created this course, for beginning streamers. That taught a lot of what people didn't often tend to teach when it comes to courses. I don't think I ever told him. I don't think I ever pitched the idea to him. I think I just left it. But that just shows you, that was something I wanted to do back then. And now that it's something that I'm trying to build right now. Maybe not in relation to streaming. I know it's not that. It's more in relation to mindset and social media. But the mind was going. It was working there.
It can truly help people. It goes a lot more in depth. Just a little bit like the Patreon that I'm bringing out.
Got that out, and we're going to be pushing for that in the future as well. We've got a lot of good stuff coming. Let's go back. We said
I want
audiobook.
to start writing maybe like an audiobook. I don't really know what
hiccup.
I'd do it on just yet.
So the audiobook, I still want to do this. I want to become a public speaker in the future. I'd love to be like a motivational speaker, a public speaker, to just tell my journey, tell my story and everything that I'm doing. And an audiobook, my own book, I want to do that so badly. I want to speak. I want to be the narrator of the book as well. I don't want someone else to do it. I want to write the book and I want to read the book and I want it all to come from me and all to come from the heart. In the future, I'd love to do things like mindset books and all that sort of stuff, but I'm nowhere near that stage at the moment. I would love to just tell my story a little bit. And I think a lot of people do. It's something that's always interested me though, and I'd love to do that, and it's something that I want to do in the future for sure.
Is go speak somewhere. I want to be invited to speak at an event. It could be for anything. It could be for streaming, positivity, motivation. I have no idea. Maybe even Arbonne if it really does take off the way
Man,
I'm hoping it does.
That was when I'd first started doing it. Granted that I literally didn't do anything. Like I didn't sell anything. I realised after it wasn't what I wanted to do. But this was in the beginning stage where I was really excited about everything. And this was actually a stage in my life where I said, say yes to everything. Just say yes to everything. Go for it and see what happens. So I said yes to it, and then I realised too many things got on my plate. I didn't know what I was focusing on. I had to let things go. This was one of them. It was the right decision. I know it was for me anyway. For others, that might have been a good thing. But public speaking, I was even thinking about it back then. I'm still thinking about it now. That's been one of my dreams. I want to do public speaking, and I'd love to be just invited to events to speak. I think that's the dream. That's the dream.
With the work ethic that I'm wanting to put in. But who knows? I really want the stream to reflect all of that hard work. Now, although I don't want streaming to be my full-time thing, I want other businesses to be my full-time thing. I want like the website to be my full-time thing. I want YouTube to be my full-time thing. I want Arbonne to be my full-time thing. I also want the stream to just be that place where I can go, I can sit down for a couple of hours and just chill with people and relax and make a living for myself doing that,
Some of that changed. Some of it stayed the same. I would love to revisit Twitch in the future and just make it a place where I'm not worrying about anything. And that's why I want to build my businesses elsewhere. And actually why I still stick to this today, even a year after. I'm actually surprised I said that. I didn't know that I even thought that way at the time. But I never wanted Twitch to be my full-time thing because it's so sporadic, it's so unpredictable. You can have someone who's on one viewer earning way more than someone who's on 10,000. It is a possibility. I doubt it, right? Okay. But you know what I mean? It's a possibility. And I've always said to myself about diversifying my income. And now that I've been reading more books when it comes to investment and finance, I know how important this is as well. And I'm actually surprised that my mind was in that place at that time. I'm quite proud of myself.
So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on one of the folders.
I'm stroking a beard that's not there.
And I'll name it like Watching a
Well, I
Year.
named it. And here we are.
And I'm hoping by next year I would have done all that. I'd achieved what I wanted to achieve, and I'd not lost the motivation to do so, because I would be quite disappointed in myself if I did.
Sir.
I've put a lot of hard work into this. I've dedicated a lot of time to it.
Sure.
I believe I deserve the success that's hopefully coming. And yeah, I guess we'll see. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you in a year.
Let's go. Love that. Love that. And I still fully stick to that to this day. I'm sticking to that to this day. That was great. That was really great. That's the first time I've saw that. That's the first time I've watched that. I'm proud of myself from where my mindset was there to look into the future a little bit more, you know, within my business. Now I'd say I've come a lot further in my life and everything that I've done, but I've stuck to my morals the whole way through. I still continue to try to spread positivity. I still continue to try and help people develop themselves better. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this is a little bit of a different video, but it's an insight to my mind a year ago, where I was and who I was and what I wanted to achieve. And I think everyone should try this at some point. Just a reflection video and watch it in that time. Don't ever touch it. Don't ever look at it. Just watch it in that time. I'm pumped up now. I want to get to work. But I'm proud of where I've come in a year. It might not be the exact place that I said I wanted to be, but I'm still continuing to work towards a lot of those goals that I mentioned within that video. Granted, some of them completely changed, and I know that, but I'm proud of myself. I don't say that enough. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a fantastic day.